She stuck the jagged edges of a broken champagne glass per Diddy's request, Sean Combs' request. And they jabbed it in my homegirl's both holes down there so bad that they had to do constructive surgery and stitch her up there. And that's on the black web. Go look it up. The same girl in the D&G shirt, the same girl on the table. Imagine her mindset, y'all.
I have a gun license. I don't have a gun, but my guys have guns.
I don't think we need a gun because nobody would never know where I'm at.
Now peeps, I got another brand new exclusive just for y'all today, and you're gonna wanna watch this whole damn video. Now Diddy's victim is back, giving us more jaw-dropping details of what was found on the Diddy tapes from the mansion raid, and she exposes Hollywood elites. We also got Courtney. Now Courtney, you too went viral on the Lionel B show. Now, you ruffled quite a few feathers, not only in Hollywood, but also with the feds. Now, you were shown on TMZ leaving the courtroom, having to turn over those Diddy tapes. Can you explain to us how they actually contacted you and what you were made to do?
My bell rung, and my bell don't usually ring because I don't have visitors. So when I open the door, it's two well-dressed people, male and female. I asked them, they said, we from Homeland Security, we looking for Courtney Burgess, seeing papers in their hand. I said, whoa. I snaked it a little bit, and it wasn't at them, it was like somebody done told them I was up there. So they pull out their badge. I said, I believe y'all. You know what I'm saying? I said, once y'all come in, they said, no. They said, just turn over everything, and that's it. And you go to paper. I said, I don't have anything. So they said, you go to papers and everything. So I said, you sure you don't want to come in? Because I want them from in front of my house because the neighborhood I live in, you know, it looked too odd. Like, who is them? And where they parked at. They didn't park up on my property. You know what I'm saying? They parked away on another street. And I could see down the street their car. So nobody parked on the street in my neighborhood. So the paper said the 24th. They issued it the 24th. It was like the 28th. I had to be there the 20th. I had to be there the 24th. It was the 27th when they reached me. I said, I can't be the next day. They said, just call. So I called. And they said, well, we're going to get you there. I said, can I be there Friday? They said, no, we want you there before that. So got on the jet, got to New York. I met. Before that, I called Eric because I seen him on TV. And I said, I need a lawyer. Can you be there that fast? He said, sure. So we met up at JFK. When you go into court, they take everything from you. And they give you a coin. They put in like little slots. Each thing, like laptops, tablets, anything electronic, shoes. So when I got to that point, I went upstairs and they put me in one room with her. And they took me out of the room and took me to the grand jury. There was a couple of people on the left, people on the table. And they said, we saw you on Matt show. I forgot his show name, but his name was Matt. And they brought it up on the monitor, big screen. And they said, you're not going to watch? I said, I can hear it. If I said it, I said it. If that's him, I know his voice. So they asked me the questions, what I seen, and where was the tapes and everything. I said, all I got left is what I got in my email and my phone. So I said, a letter passed. Next you know, they told my attorney to bring me to the next court. I had to go to the next court. That's when TMZ stopped me on the steps. I was on the way on another steps. So when I got to the other building, they did the same thing. We went in judge quarters. I didn't go in. Them and four other nice looking Homeland Security females. All females in my attorney. Came out. I said, I'm going to jail. They said, stand up. I said, oh shit. So the Homeland Security agent that was at my house, she stood behind me and said, turn around. I said, turn around and said, yeah, I got to summons you this paper that we confiscate everything you have downstairs. I said, what? So we get in the elevator. I said, can I get my phone back? They said, don't talk to us. Talk to my attorney. So I asked her, we got downstairs. I said, can I give y'all everything on my phone? Because I need my phone for my medicine, my lawyers, my doctors, my sons, my everything. You know, you lose your phone, you lose your assistant, your phone like an assistant. They said, they just snatched it out my hand. No. So I just leave out the place. I said, yeah, how much fly back? I only got my itinerary. I don't got my plane ticket, nothing. Next thing you know, they called me like I was stuck in New York, so I ended up calling, got on a jet, flew back home, and I ain't had no phone to call my driver. I couldn't call nobody, and my phone opened my door. I couldn't open my door, so I did get in. They called me 3 days later. We need the code. I said, "Oh, now you need the code." I said, "There's no code. It's my face expression that opened up the phone." So I gave him the code. I didn't want to be an a-hole for them to come get me again, and that was it. And then I got a letter from the lawyer. The lawyer tried to give me Diddy lawyer tried to give me a gag order, and the judge just talked to them. They said everything I said was true.
So that gag order did not work at all. Yeah, I saw that a lot in the news, man, that they were trying to gag you and they was really trying to comfort you, man.
Yeah, they try to come all different ways. Not just with attorney.
Now, what was that like? Now, not only did they take your cell phone, I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point you was nervous as hell. Like, damn, this is how they roll.
I was more nervous thinking I was going to jail. Giving up my phone is just inconvenience. You understand? Because there's things in there of my life, and they say they just worrying about what they in court for. I didn't have nothing in jail. No, I just had conversations with different females, and, cultivation, growing, formula to grow flowers, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's nerve, man. Shit, we get nervous, but we get pulled over. They be like, step out the car, and they telling you to turn around. Boy, you already know it's finna go down.
Yeah, but they told me to turn around because I was sliding out the chairs. Now you going to court, got them long chairs, and my back and her back was to me. She said, turn around. And she told me face it, not turn around, like put my hands behind my back. She said, turn around. She had to say it about read it to my face. So I felt good whenever he was going down the elevator, no handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, should I write the numbers down? It was too many numbers. I thought it was going to be good and just take everything out the phone and get my phone back.
So they still currently have your phone right now as evidence? And
They still have my phone today.
And that's crazy. I thought they usually hack into your phone, so they was like, let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's just ask them for the code.
I don't think they could have got in. I don't know. I know my phone went dead, and how I programmed my phone. You had to do everything to get in it. Because, sometimes you may fall asleep. A chick may put the phone in your face and open it.
I don't know if that worked, though. When your eyes closed, that don't work, though, dude. They got to have the eyes open, right?
I never tried. It's the way I shut my phone down.
Hey, look, you're going to give all our viewers ideas, man. They're going to have a significant others laying down trying to open their phone and shit while they knocked out. Now, Adrian, you've gone viral with your story on our recent interview approaching 1 million views in just 1 week. Now, you mentioned that you had more information to share, and we're going to go ahead and hop into that. Now, you made some allegations against Jennifer Lopez performing sex acts on a minor. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, happily, Lionel. Thank you. It's Miss J-Lo, Jenny from the block. We're going to start from the beginning. Now, Jennifer Lopez is from the Bronx, New York, right? Back in the days, New York was a big drug pen. There's a lot of weight that was coming in and out of town through Canada, the border of Canada, and New York was the hub. Well, Miss J-Lo from the block used to be a drug runner for the big people. I'm not going to necessarily say it was the cartel. I'm not going to say it was the Russians. I'm not going to say it was Diddy. I'm not going to say it was Diddy's daddy's connects. I'm not going to say that it was Epstein's connects. I'm not going to say that it was a few other people who were supplying the money to fund these operations. But Miss J-Lo from the block, and this is not allegedly because I have proof and documentation, and she can sue me if I'm lying on her name. Tell her to sue me from out the country. You can sue from out the country, can't you? Yeah, but she would have to show up in court though. Yeah. But yeah, and so she did a lot of favors for a lot of important people, right? So that's how she got on Mr. Diddler's radar in the first place because she had her name ringing. But at the same time, she wanted to break into the same kind of like with me. Okay, my past history was in the adult entertainment. She was the drug runner, you feel me? So she wanted to be on. So he heard about her, and then she was trying to dance and do her thing. She ended up getting booked to dance on in Living Color. So she was a background dancer for In Living Color. For all the young people out there, they probably don't know it, but if you go on YouTube, just Google In Living Color. It's hilarious. It's kind of like Saturday Night Live, but way better. I really think they should bring it back. And all of our great comedians were featured on there. You know, Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, David, Alan Greer, all of the Wayans. You feel me? And so J-Lo, she looked up and she wanted to act, but she got a dance spot because she can dance.
And last year's new addition from Boogie Down Bronx, Jennifer Lopez.
You know, in that video, that's the way love goes, by Janet. You see J-Lo in there doing her little, you know, she had her little, and it's sad because she started in one way and she wanted to propel herself into the area and space she is now, and she did that. But unfortunately, along her journey, she ran into the diddler, and he diddied her all the way and got her because she was already about that life, about that business, but she was on the low with it. So she had a chance to be in the game, like, and already had put in her work on the low, kind of like I put in my work, but mine is on the high because you can Google me. But like, she put in her work on the low, so she would have just broke into the game like, you know, this Latin singer, dancer, you know, whatever she wanted to be. But her only mistake was being, you know, introduced and pursuing a relationship with, you know, the diddler. So because he knew that she was about that life, he had her holding the guns. Her holding the gun in that club that night, that wasn't the first time she done held the gun for that nigga. That wasn't the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 10th time she done hold the gun. And she wasn't holding distress like she was afraid of that shit. He had gave her lessons, everything. She knew how to bust that thing. That particular night when he told her to slide that, she was sliding that knowing what she was doing. She knew she was sliding that for a reason. You don't tell somebody to slide. If you slide and you pull it, well, I'm from LA. When your homeboy that's about that life look at you and say, slide me that, you know what it's for. You already know what it's for. I kind of feel like it was premeditated. Because why you even coming in there with one? It's one thing to have it in the car. It's one thing to hop out with it because we got a mob around or something. But you going in a controlled environment with security, with innocent patrons, music, everybody there just to have a good time. Why are you there bearing arms? Because you feel disrespected because somebody threw some money in your face? Money? Now you want to take a life because somebody threw some money? Not because they slapped your mama. Not because they kidnapped your daughter like you did other people's kids. But because they threw some money in your face? So now you sliding on the burner? And now he burning? Now somebody catch it in the face who saw the shooting go down? And now you guys running scared? They got to catch you at the light? And then you put it on the homeboy Shine. He was just trying to put his country a police on. And then what's even worse, you got into the demonic satanic rituals and you stuck a broken champagne glass in my friend's private areas, both holes. And it was broken, sharp-edged glass. Everybody knows if you take a glass and break it, and you holding it like this, take a beer bottle. Everybody got a beer bottle at the house? Look, I'm drinking some cheap-ass Andre. If I was to break this, right, and turn it upside down, I break it, and it's in half, the part's going to be jagged, right? She stuck the jagged edges of a broken champagne glass per Diddy's request, Sean Combs' request. And they jabbed it in my homegirl's both holes down there so bad that they had to do constructive surgery and stitch her up there. And that's on the black web. Go look it up. The same girl in the D&G shirt, the same girl on the table, Imagine her mindset, y'all. From 11 years old, she done had a champagne glass rammed in her. She done had 2 babies for this man. She done been beat. She been denied soap in the bath. She only get water baths. She been denied bathroom breaks. Denzel had to run out of there because she shit on stage. I'm slurping strawberries off her breath, thinking she a grown woman. She 14 laying up there. I didn't know. And then they tried to kill her. They took her to the woods with a person with a gun. She ended up getting the gun away from him and killing him. And then running through the woods, making it to the highway, passing out. A white man found her, picked her up, took her to the police station. When she got there, they called Diddy. They had his number. And he came with a duffel bag full of money and paid him, and they made her leave with him. And he was yelling, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, in the car because she was supposed to be dead, but his homeboy was dead, and they covered up the murder. And y'all wrong, police department and feds, y'all wrong, because she told you back in 2012 about all of this. She even put my name in her complaint. Diddy's lawyer, Mark, is who signed her out of the mental hospital, and she had to say the same thing like me, that she was lying, that she was dreaming and it was all a dream, and that's how she got out the mental hospital. But J-Lo, sticking them jagged glass, cutting a child over and over, and she said she was screaming and hollering, and J-Lo was laughing. And then, and while it was happening, other celebrities were in the room. She had to stab Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian's mom. She had to stab her to get out the room. And if you guys pull up old interviews, you'll see when Kim Jenner says, I've been stabbed before. And she talking about my homegirl. She had to stab to get out that room because they were all conjuring up. They were doing a ritual sacrifice over around her because she was the innocent child, and they were all conjuring up demons. And they asked her, what are you conjuring, child? What do you say? And she said, I see Jesus. And they all said, she's a witch. They called her a witch because she said, I see Jesus, when all of them are conjuring up actual demons. But when she said, I see Jesus, 11-year-old baby say, I see Jesus. And then and then Kris Jenner was still trying to hold her down. She had to Kris Jenner to get the fuck out of there. I'm with my bare hands if they let me.
Now, do you think Diddy and J-Lo, like, in an initial part of the story where they was ramming her, were they under the influence of anything at the time, or?
Yes. It's always under the influence. That's the way. That's the only way. It's because everyone has good in them. Everyone has, Jesus in them. He has not left you unless you want him to. So everyone is filled with the light. It's just about if you let the darkness take you over or not. So you have to get off them drugs to allow the demons to jump in you, because the Holy Spirit is going to remain the Holy Spirit, and your discernment is going to always be that. But that's why it says in the Bible, you can drink, but don't get drunk, because when you drink, that's why he's turned the water into wine. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you go over into Job, you see that he gave him everything. He remained faithful. But it's when you get to the point where you're blacked out, then now you're allowing the evil forces to jump in you and to do things that you wouldn't normally do. But after you do them, it's too late. And then you look crazy as hell saying, I don't know why I did it. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes this is it's dead ass truth. Like, you really, I don't know why I did that. I would have never did. Yeah, he had everybody like that. And then he was recording it. So we've all done something that we're like, ooh, I got away with that one. Ooh, shit. You looked around like, oh, okay. Like, ain't nobody saw that. I didn't get that ticket. Ooh, the parking lady coming up the street. Ooh, my shit been on blink, blink. I should have put money in the meter 20 minutes ago. Ooh, got away with that one. And we all got away. But what he